Welcome back to the Learner Portfolio components. For this video, we'll be moving on to thematic essays. In this section, we'll really delve into and consider how to effectively write thematic essays that explore central themes across literary texts. Thematic essays are crucial as they allow us to really analyze how authors develop and convey themes throughout their different works. They are structured pieces of writing that focus on exploring a central theme in one or more literary texts. And they require us to examine how the theme is developed through characters, plot, literary devices, and they're an essential part of the learner portfolio as they provide evidence of our ability to analyze and interpret themes in literature. When crafting thematic essays, we need to start by identifying a central theme that is prominent in the text that we're analyzing. And we need to thoroughly read the text and take notes on how this theme is presented and developed. We can begin the essay with an introduction, the same as previous ones, and start by providing some background information about the text and the themes that we're focusing on, mentioning the title, the author, and a brief overview of the theme. Then presenting a clear thesis statement that outlines the main points of the analysis, again, leads into analysis, into our essay. Then we can move on to the body paragraphs. Here we can discuss how the theme is developed through the narrative. We can begin to analyze the characters and focusing on their development, their motivation, their relationships, and how do these characters embody the theme. We can examine the use of literary devices such as symbolism, imagery, motifs that contribute again to the theme, and consider the broader context of the text and how it influences the theme. Then concluding the essay by summarizing the key points of the analysis, reinforcing how they support the thesis, and then reflect on the broader implications of the theme and its relevance to contemporary issues or personal experiences. To put this into practice, let's consider a few different examples and possible prompts for writing a thematic essay. First, we could imagine analyzing the theme of revenge in William Shakespeare's Hamlet, and we can discuss how Shakespeare, through this theme, through his characters, actions, his motivations, how they contribute to the theme of revenge. We can analyze Hamlet's quest for revenge and the impact that his character has on the plot. And we can consider the use of dramatic irony and soliloquies in highlighting the destructive nature of revenge. Alternatively, we can consider the theme of social justice in Harper Lee's To Kill a Mockingbird, examining how Lee develops this theme through the characters of Atticus Finch or Scout. We can discuss the significance of the trial and how it exposes the racial injustices of the time. And we can analyze the use of symbolism, such as the mockingbird, the dog, in conveying the theme. Or lastly, coming back to 1984, we can think about the theme of freedom, exploring how George Orwell portrays this struggle for freedom in a totalitarian society, analyzing the characters of Winston and Julia, their resistance against oppression, and discussing the use of symbolism such as Big Brother and the paperweight, the diary, in representing this theme of freedom, the question of why. So thematic essays are crucially important in that they allow you to analyze and interpret, draw out those central themes in a literary text. By thoroughly examining how these themes are developed through characters, through plot, literary devices, it allows us to really provide insightful, compelling essays that reflect our deeper engagement with literature, while remembering, of course, that a strong thematic essay is well structured, it is evidence-based, and it offers a very unique perspective on the theme. Then we can move into annotated biographies. This is an unusual part, but is just as important to show that we have done our research throughout. In this section, we will delve into how to effectively create annotated bibliographies that really document our research process and evidence our sources. Annotated bibliographies are crucial as they really provide a comprehensive overview of the resources that we've consulted and their relevance to our analysis. So what are they? They are detailed lists of the sources that we have consulted during our research, accompanied by brief summaries or evaluations of each source so that we can come back, we can realize what they are later. It's not just a list that will have no meaning. They are an essential part of the learner portfolio as they give and provide evidence of our research process. They evidence the quality of the sources that we have used, the evidence that we have even looked for sources, and why and how. When we craft an annotated bibliography, we need to start by gathering a variety of sources, obviously, related to the research topic, which could be books, it could be journal entries, websites, other relevant materials, ensuring that, of course, they are credible and relevant to the analysis. They can't be something that someone said to someone that said to someone and posted onto Instagram. They need to be relevant, they need to be researched, make sure they are correct, make sure they have been background checked, and they're realistic. We can begin a bibliography with a citation for each source, formatted to a specific style. This could be MLA, it could be APA. After each citation, write a brief annotation that includes a summary and evaluation of the source. So provide an overview of the source's content, what are the main arguments or points, and what evidence or example does the source use. In the evaluation, discuss the relevance of the source to the research. How does it contribute to your understanding of the text? Is it reliable? Is it credible? And reflect on how you plan to use this source in your analysis. And then organize your annotated bibliography alphabetically by the author's last names or by another logical order, by a theme, by a type of source. We can evidence this a bit more by perhaps imagining you are researching the theme of colonialism in Joseph Conrad's Heart of Darkness. Include a citation for a scholarly article that analyzes the portrayal of African characters. In the annotation, summarize the article's main arguments, discuss its relevance to the analysis of colonialism in the novel, or perhaps considering a citation for a book about historical context of the Victorian era for your analysis of Charles Dickens' Great Expectations. In the annotation, again, provide the overview of the book's content, evaluate its usefulness, its understanding of the social issues depicted in the novel, or think about including a citation for a reputable website that offers critical essays on Sylvia Plath's The Bell Jar. In the annotation, summarize the key points of one essay. Discuss how it enhances your understanding of Plath's use of symbolism or her themes of mental illness. And then the why. The annotated bibliography are crucial for many aspects of essay writing, but also when it comes to your extended essays later, will also play a huge part. And it allows you to really document your research process and really evaluate the quality of the sources that you're using. And by providing these detailed summaries, these evaluations, you can create a true comprehensive overview of the resources that really support your analysis. Remembering that a strong bibliography is well organized, it is thorough, and it demonstrates the depth and credibility of your research. And they should be through sources that are reliable, they're being fact-checked, they're real, and these are what you want to be putting into your bibliography. For the next video, we'll be considering actual examples of these components and how they can be incorporated into your portfolio.